Chapter 13, 54. The Might of Hei and Bai. Translator, Atlas Studios. Editor, Atlas Studios. Fang Yuan had thought that his pursuit would have no chance, but to think that Shadow Sect personally presented Fang Yuan this great opportunity. Because of sovereign immortal fetus Gu, Shadow Sect would not let Fang Yuan off. If Fang Yuan did not get rid of them and allowed Shadow Sect to grow further, he would end up like Ma Hongyun in the end. After he got rid of Shadow Sect, who would know about Fang Yuan's identity? Eliminating this biggest threat was Fang Yuan's best option. He could even get rid of the weakness of Connect Luck. After that, he would slowly develop and cultivate using the Dream Realm. Because of the sovereign immortal aperture, Fang Yuan had the greatest foundation in the world. 500 years later, Fang Yuan would have incredible strength. Be it his cultivation level, battle strength, or wealth, it would be unimaginable. Fang Yuan does not know that the Great Era is already impending. During the 5 regions' chaotic war, he could either take advantage of the situation for opportunities or fight with brute strength. Heavenly Court might not even be able to do anything to him. If the situation developed well, by the time he reached rank 9, he would be one step closer to his goal of eternal life. This was Fang Yuan's cultivation plan. It was very realistic. Now was the best chance to get rid of Shadow Sect. How could Fang Yuan give it up? And Shadow Sect had no idea Fang Yuan was here. Fang Yuan was the one concealed. Who knew that Wu Yihai was him? Nobody in the righteous path knew. Even his brother Wu Yong had no idea. Undoubtedly, eliminating Wu Yihai and impersonating him to join Wu Clan was a brilliant move. Even though there was a risk, if he did not do that, how would Fang Yuan get this prime opportunity? Fang Yuan had to make use of it. I might even be able to capture Spectral Soul's main body. With Spectral Soul's main body, I would be able to interrogate the soul and obtain all of Spectral Soul Demon Venerable's cultivation memories and experiences. All of his soul path experiences, his perspective and gains in the door of life and death, countless Gu recipes, killer moves, and secrets. Fang Yuan's greatest desire was lead soul in a dream. With this killer move, as well as unravel dream and guts Gu, Fang Yuan would be the #1 person in this world in terms of dream realm exploration. He would have an immense advantage. The entire world would be left in the dust, even Heavenly Court. Ding, ding, ding. Sound waves could be seen as ripples all around Xiaoxilu. Fairy Miao Yin's arms had grown to 6 in number. Her fingers were moving elegantly. Her attacks were much more intense than before. Xiaoxilu, however, was able to defend herself well. Her pupils had turned jade. Her black hair had turned into willow branches that extended to her waist. The 2 southern border fairies were still in a deadlock. Damn it, I can't block it. I need to escape. A demonic path Guamor retreated as resolution flashed in his eyes. Boom! An intensely strong aura burst out from behind him. Cowardly rat, die! A righteous path Gu Immortal shouted, stretching out his hand and grabbing the demonic path Gu Immortal's head. Next, lightning flashed and thunder roared. Deep blue lightning bolts shrouded this battlefield. The lightning flashes lasted for a moment before stopping. The opponent that the righteous path Gu Immortal was holding on to had turned into a charred skeleton with a barely observable human shape. Rat that doesn't know his limits. He dared to act arrogantly in front of me, Yihei Ting. The righteous path Gu Immortal relaxed the grip of his hand as the demonic path Gu Immortal's corpse fell to the ground, shattering into tiny black pieces. Everyone, your attacks are only like this. A righteous path Gu Immortal with a slender body and tall nose bridge spoke with arrogance and disappointment. Don't be smug. Tai Clan's Tai Xinjiang, we have been suppressing you all along. You have the face to say, ugh. The 3 Gu Immortals who were attacking Ti Xinjiang ridiculed him, but their expressions suddenly changed. A strong and sharp aura burst into the sky, emitted from Ti Xinjiang's body. The 3 Gu Immortals quickly moved back, feeling on guard. Wind was blowing all around him, causing his clothes to flutter. But Ti Xinjiang had calm emotions. He shut his eyes as he said slowly, "It is useless. I have already seen all your moves. All of your weaknesses are right before me with no secrets left. F***CK, your mother." A Gu immortal cursed, but before he finished, his body shook intensely. Puff, puff, puff. 3 sounds later, 3 waves of sword chi flashed, so quickly that it felt like an illusion. Heads flew, the 3 Gu immortals who were attacking Ti Xinjiang were beheaded, losing all their vitality. Ha ha ha, He Lulan laughed loudly. She had severe injuries. Shang Guili had rank 7 cultivation level, but he looked at He Lulan with shock and wariness. He was no longer as relaxed as before. As expected of a Northern Plains Gu immortal, you are a battle maniac. Shang Li was unwilling to give in, but his injuries were already close to his bottom line. Retreat. This thought appeared in his mind. He Lulan seemed to have noticed it as she mockingly smiled. Where do you want to escape to? What do you mean? Shang Guili immediately felt something amiss. A strong sense of danger filled his heart. Whoosh! Flames burst out of his mouth, before spewing out of his eye sockets, ears, nose, and other orifices, blazing rampantly. Instantly, Shang Guili was turned into a pillar of fire. Eku! His anguished cries resounded in the battlefield before he died. He Lulan stared with a cold expression. So what if you are rank 7? Quick, quick, I need more reinforcements. Chai Huo Xiong retreated as he screamed. Compared to his earlier demeanor, he had lost all his fighting spirit. Fear and anxiety filled his eyes. Before him, Dragon Lady Bai Ningbing walked slowly, approaching him step by step. She was extremely beautiful. It could move one's soul, but in Chai Huoxiong's perspective, she was extremely dangerous. He wanted nothing more than to escape the battlefield. But in this situation, at this time and place, if he tried to leave the battlefield, wouldn't he just become Zuo Yehui's food? Chai Huoxiong could only fight reluctantly. Bai Ningbing's battle strength was even higher than He Lulan, because she had Bai Xiang's true inheritance, and all of the Ice and Snow Path Immortal Gu were compatible with her Northern Dark Ice Soul physique. Meanwhile, even though He Lulan had the Great Strength True Martial physique, she used Fire Path Immortal Gu, and the Fire Path methods her aunt left behind, she did not have much Dao Mark amplification. Chai Huoxiong had already requested for help once, but Bai Ningbing killed the backup already. Of course, Bai Ningbing paid a price for it. Ba De was commanding the battle. Upon hearing Chai Huoxiong's yells, his attention was drawn over. Ti Xinjiang, please go and help Chai Huoxiong, Ba De thought before transmitting. Okay. Ti Xinjiang immediately flew into the sky towards Bai Ningbing. His aura was stunning. He immediately attracted Bai Ningbing's attention. Her dragon pupils shrunk to pin size as an immortal killer move was activated. My aid is here. Seeing Ti Xinjiang's figure, Chai Huoxiong felt great joy. But at this moment, because he relaxed his mind slightly, Bai Ningbing noticed his weakness and her immortal killer move was unleashed. I want you to die! Ti Xinjiang, who was 1 moment late, burst out with rage. He could only watch helplessly as Chai Huoxiong turned into a popsicle, breaking apart into countless ice fragments. Bai Ningbing smiled, but her expression was plain. She looked at Ti Xinjiang, saying calmly, My move is called Ice Shatter Death. Do you want to try it? Chai Huoxiong has been sacrificed, even though this dragon lady is rank 6. Her battle strength is first-rate even among rank 7s. Ba De's heart sank. He rapidly looked around the battlefield. The defensive line was still being maintained. The righteous path had the advantage, even though they were relying on the damaged third layer of the Gu formation. Even though there were sacrifices, Shadow Sect had even more deaths. Their morale had fallen. Some were wavering. The enemy only has 4 true experts. They are Lady White Rabbit, Demoness Miao Yin, the Dragon Lady, and that Fire Path rank 6, He Lulan. As long as we eliminate one of them, their morale will suffer a huge blow. Thinking of this, Ba De's attention fell on Fang Yuan again. Fang Yuan had turned into a divination tortoise. He was still at the same spot with his limbs and head inside the shell. But there were already 300,000 tortoiseshell thoughts. They swept through the battlefield. Black Tigress was pushed far away. Ba De snorted again in anger, transmitting to Fang Yuan. Wu Yihai, stop defending as a Wu clan Gu immortal. Do you have no courage to fight? Are you so afraid of dying? Let me tell you, you are an important person in this fight. You are the best hope to create an opening in this battle. As long as you kill Black Tigress and reinforce other areas, there will be a qualitative change. The balance will tilt towards our favor. Fang Yuan. The divination tortoise was like a mountain not reacting to his words. Damn it, this fellow is still acting like this now. I simply cannot believe it. Ba De gritted his teeth, feeling stifled. I'm done. At this moment, Chigi opened his eyes. He stood up from the ground with a joyful expression. Success? Bakuan Feng asked excitedly. Yes, I have already finished the deduction. Now we have to arrange the Gu formation and activate the second layer. This super Gu formation has greater defense as we get deeper into the layers. It is not a problem to block Grey Knight. Chigi nodded. Good! Ba De heard this and let out a sigh of relief. He looked at Zuo Yehui, who was far away. This legendary immemorial desolate beast was still exhausted. It did not move from its original spot. It was still breathing in deeply. In Ba De's heart, this legendary immemorial desolate beast was the greatest worry. Most of his pressure came from it. The situation is favoring our righteous path. Ba De felt joy and gladness. But Fang Yuan was far less optimistic. Purple Mountain. True monarch has not shown up. What is he planning? Fang Yuan was getting more and more on edge.